Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack the code on something really fascinating, the small but super important differences between Filipino English and American English. This is all about making sure what you say is exactly what they hear, so you can communicate with total clarity and confidence.
You ever have that moment? You say something, you know you use the right word, but you just get a confused look back? Yeah, it happens to the best of us. And it's especially common when you're moving between different versions of English, where one little word can have a surprisingly different meaning.
All right, let's dive into this. And first things first, let's be super clear. We are talking about two perfectly valid, perfectly good forms of English. This is not about what's right or wrong, not at all. It's all about understanding context.
So you've got Filipino English, which is this amazing, vibrant dialect spoken by millions. It's rich, it's complete. And then you've got American English, which, is simply the standard you're going to run into in most professional or social settings in the States. The goal here isn't to replace one with the other, but to give you some tools to adapt so you're always understood. Okay, let's get practical. We are going to decode 3 super common words that are totally normal in the Philippines, but can sometimes cause a little bit of a communication gap in an American context. Think of this as your cheat sheet for navigating those conversations.
First up on our list, the word gimmick. Now, in Filipino English, this is a fantastic word. It means you're planning a fun night out, a get-together with friends, a casual hangout. It's all positive, all about having a good time.
But here's where the wires can get a little crossed. In the US, if you say, hey, what's the gimmick for tonight? What you mean is, what's the fun plan? But what an American English speaker might hear is something closer to, what's the cheap trick? Yeah. In the US, a gimmick is usually a marketing ploy or some kind of clever trick, and honestly, it has a slightly negative feel to it.
So the fix is super simple. You just swap it out for a phrase that really captures that fun social vibe. Things like, what's the plan for tonight? Or just a simple, let's go out tonight, work perfectly. They're clear, they're natural, and they get that fun message across without any confusion. Okay, let's move on to our second word, bottomless. If you're in a restaurant in the Philippines, ordering a bottomless iced tea is the standard way to ask for unlimited refills. Super common, and everyone knows exactly what you mean.
Now, in the States, a server will probably figure out what you mean by bottomless. They'll get it, but it's just not what people usually say. The much more common, natural-sounding phrase is free refills. It's a tiny tweak, but it really helps the conversation just flow a little bit smoother.
So to sound like you've been ordering iced tea there your whole life, you just adjust the phrasing a tiny bit. Just ask for your drink with free refills. For example, can I get the iced tea with free refills, please? Easy, clear, and exactly what they're expecting to hear.
And now for our final word. And this one is a truly special case. The word is sayang. This isn't just a word, it's a whole feeling, a powerful expression that honestly doesn't have a single perfect translation in English. Sayang just perfectly captures that deep feeling of regret over something wasted, right? Or an opportunity you just missed, or that success that was so close but didn't quite make it. It's like a superpower word because it packs so much emotion and so much context into just 2 syllables. So how do you even begin to translate a superpower like sayang? Well, you have to pick an English phrase that really fits the situation. Let's say you're talking about leftover food or a wasted effort. You'd probably say, ugh, what a waste. If you missed out on tickets to a great concert, the feeling is more like, ugh, it's a shame. And for that basketball game you almost won, a simple, oh, so close is the perfect fit. Okay, so we've just walked through 3 really great examples. Let's pull it all together into a simple, practical toolkit you can literally start using today. All right, here it is, your communication toolkit, 3 easy steps. First, when you're talking about a social plan, swap gimmick for plan or let's go out. Second, instead of bottomless at a restaurant, just ask for free refills. And third, for that powerful feeling of sayang, match your phrase to the context. What a waste, it's a shame, or so close. It really is that straightforward. And look, the goal of all this is not about changing your identity or erasing where you come from. Not at all. It's about empowering you with more tools for your toolbox, so your communication can be as clear, confident, and natural as possible, no matter who you're talking to. So I'll leave you with this thought. Language is such a fascinating bridge between people, right? What other words have you run into that either build that bridge stronger or, create a little bit of that fun confusion?
It's just a great reminder of how rich and beautifully complex this whole communication thing really is.